Hello, all. My name is John Martin, and I'm going to start a video series, I guess, kind of chronicling my wife and I's move um, to Mexico. A lot of people have probably started other video series like this, and I'm hearing more and more people that are interested in looking into this. A lot of my friends that I grew up with, that I worked with, all of them are constantly curious about you know what was some of the biggest challenges, what was some of the things that you had to really adjust lifestyle wise when you moved down to Mexico. So that's what I kind of hope to try and address in my channel. I see a lot of, not a lot, I've seen quite a few, handful of people doing it for the Ajijic area, which is where we live close to. We live in the state of Jalisco, um, in Mexico, near the largest lake in all of Mexico, which is Lake Chapala. Um, we don't live in the Ajijic area or Chapala area. We live in a little pueblo called Ixtlahuacan de los Membrillos, which is in between the airport, Guadalajara International Airport, and the lakeside area. We decided to settle in this area just for cost of living purposes, and which is one of the other things that I'd love to address and kind of talk about what our monthly expenditures are, so that you can kind of maybe use some of that information to determine, okay, is this for me? Is this something that I could do? I know for me personally, I think one of the biggest concerns that I had, I knew that I would be getting VA benefits. I didn't know if I'd have medical and any coverage down here. I didn't know if my VA benefits would be able to support this life, living down here, taking care of my wife, taking care of our special needs daughter. So I was really pleasantly surprised within the first 6 months of us moving down here. And so those are some of the things that I'd like to go over. If you have questions, like specific things that you know think about or worry about, well, I'd make the move, but I'm not sure about this. Put them in the comment section. Put them in the questions. Send me a DM through YouTube here. Subscribe, because I plan to do kind of um, a video per subject. For instance, moving furniture down here. Um, you know, what is the cost of what is the average cost for utilities? What is the average cost for rent? These are all things that a lot of people, and it was very difficult. Kind of as a side note, when I'm talking about rent, it was a little difficult for us to find a place because we were looking while we were still in the U.S. And rentals here, I mean, unless you pay top dollar, rentals here are really kind of word of mouth. And so for the good ones, I mean, the ones that, if they trust you, they've seen you around town for a while, a rental might be available to you that wouldn't necessarily be available to somebody just moving into the country, whether it be on a permanent basis or you're splitting time. In other words, 6 months here for the good time, or like the warmer times. Say you're coming from the north, and in the wintertime you don't like being up there, and so you come down here. Um, anyway, I digress. But basically, what I plan to do is create a video per subject, and so I'll be uploading these as I make them. And if you have questions, please send me an email, and I'm going to put an email in the description of this video. You can send it to me, and I can try and address any questions that you might have. This is not a service. I'm not charging money. This is just basically what I've learned over the last, 5 years? We moved here in 2007, last part of 2017. So basically, I want to just kind of put it out there so that you at least have some information to determine, okay, is this something that we could do? Do I want to move that far south? I mean, some people are perfectly happy living in Tijuana or you know, uh, south of Tucson and Nogales or Mexicali. Mexicali? Yeah. Anyway, so basically, that's what I'd like to address. So anyway, um, let me know what you'd be interested in doing, talking about, or what you would like me to try and answer. My wife is from here, so I have a kind of a privileged viewpoint of the Mexican culture. She has a lot of family here, so the adjustment for me to move down here was relatively smooth because obviously she was from here. Her father taught here, her parents lived here, and so I had kind of a step up that a lot of people don't. So I'd like to pay it forward and, hopefully help some of you that are kind of in that same time frame of your life where you're trying to determine, do I want to continue to try and eke out an excuse me, eke out an existence, um, or work two careers so that you can have two different retirements. All things that ran through my head as well as I was getting ready to make some decisions on moving down here. So anyway, my name's John Martin. I haven't named the channel yet. If you've got some ideas, send them my way. It's very fluid, but I hope to be able to bring you some information, some experience that would help you in your own journey, if that's what you're looking to do. All right, see you in the next video.